These are previews of my studio interview with John Schuessler at Perth, Australia in 1983. At the time, John was project manager for NASA Space Shuttle flight operations with McDonnell Douglas at Houston. He was also the deputy director of MUFON. I waited 35 years to release this interview to protect John's career, himself, and his family.
I like the speculation, though, that I think you were leaning toward. The conditioning caused by things like the movies of Close Encounters and E.T. That is an interesting concept that is conditioning us for something much bigger than our own personal conflicts here on Earth. And I think that there really may be something to that.
You mean you think Spielberg is really a public relations man for the ETs?
Yes, not particularly for a government, but if you look into Spielberg's background, he's had a sense of boy. He's had an interest in a burning drive, apparently, to publicize this aspect of the movie world. Some people say far out type things, but if you look at the way he puts it together, it's all very logical. And it deals in the human emotion side of things. He knows exactly how to structure a child's conversation so that it can be a tearjerker, or it can paint the picture of the adult as being the bad guy because he doesn't really understand what a simple child can understand, in the big picture. And he's right. When you deal in UFO investigations, you find that quite often the child has the best concept of what's going on because he's not biased already and hasn't closed the doors on so many ideas and concepts.
What do you think? Are we being visited by non-human intelligences on this planet?
I think that the evidence indicates that we really are.
How long would you say that's been going on?
I would like to go back to about 1897 as a starting place.
John, I've showed you while you've been here some of the work we've been doing here on duplicating flying saucer technology. And I've shown you the Lorentz force drive and the concept of the recycling hot nitrogen plasma. In your opinion, is that if not an engineering model, is that a workable theory for performing the kind of things that UFOs do?
In my opinion, is a real good starting place for us humans to do what UFOs are doing. Yes.
So in other words, if we don't have these flying saucers now, with what we've got here on the drawing board, we could probably build one.
Why not? It would appear to me that you have all of the basics necessary to do that. You've demonstrated the theory. You've not only done it on paper, but you have it in actual laboratory demonstration. That's always a starting place for any new project. And that's been proven as very successful from what I can see. Therefore, why not proceed to the next step and try to turn it into operable hardware? See, the problem that I've had in the past with this has been that all the people I've talked to had the theory on paper, but they could not get past certain roadblocks in present scientific thinking that says this is impossible. Therefore, they never carried it further. They never did the laboratory work. And then they never became brave enough to say, okay, I'm going to take it the next step and really go into the development of the full-fledged thing. And I find it very heartening that you're doing that. It's exciting.